This is Juzo Itami's 1985 film, Tampopo. Our two main characters, Tampopo and Goro, are trying out a ramen shop when they suddenly get into an argument with the chef.
そうまで言われちゃ黙って帰るわけにもいかねえじゃねえか。俺がスープ飲まねえのは飲めねえからさ。まずくて飲めねえんだよ。なんだと？てめえらみたいなど素人に俺んちのラーメンの味が分かってたまるか！
The word he calls them is shiroto, and Tampopo answers him using the exact same word.
だっておじさん、ラーメン食べるのはそのど素人なのよ。素人にわかんない味のラーメン作ってどうするの？
そうだ。
I like to think of her statement as a sort of thesis for the film, because at the heart of Tampopo is the idea of the shiroto and learning how to appreciate things.
ラーメンの表面を鳴らすというか、撫でるというか、そういう動作をしてください。
これはどういう意味でしょう？
ラーメンに対する愛情の表現です。
In English, the word amateur means someone who participates in an activity without being paid to do it, the opposite of a professional. But I actually prefer Michael Chabon's definition, that amateurs are people who combine obsessive scholarship, passionate curiosity, curatorial tenderness, and an irrepressible desire to join in. That definition applies to many of the characters in this film, who are enthusiasts and connoisseurs, united only in their shared appreciation of good food. But the film also focuses on the other side of this equation, the professional who makes what the amateurs consume. And while there are many great films about art and the artist, this is one of the great films about craft and the craftsperson. The difference is that an artist can make something beautiful that has no function, but a craftsperson makes something with a more obvious purpose in mind. Series of vignettes, side dishes if you will. The most famous involve a gangster and a woman who are amateurs if we use the original French word, amateur. In their vignettes, we're introduced to an element of transgression, because these two have unusual sexual tastes. But we also see another kind of transgression.
ちょっと待ってね。
When a young man shows up his bosses, or when a homeless man breaks into a kitchen to make a nighttime snack. The movie depicts amateurs as not only passionate, but as defying social norms, and that this outrages other people. And so this is what Goro gets from his relationship with Tampopo. As a cowboy who makes a living driving a truck, he believes in standing up for the little guy, and in pissing off the bullies. So he enjoys watching her surpass her rivals, who are too arrogant to change their ways. The film never becomes that standard story about an artist who has to choose between staying true or selling out. Indeed, Tampopo's motive from the beginning is to provide as a single mother.
お二人の話を伺ってるうちに私突然この店を本物のラーメン屋にしたくなっちゃったんです。ターボのためにも私頑張りたいんです。何でもやります。
She inherited the shop and has no choice but to make it work. And she never goes through an artistic epiphany. She likes ramen, but she's not deeply inspired to make it. Instead, it's the constant trial and error and the slow mastery of the craft that drives her forward. And through her journey, Itami also advances his own critique. The main satirical target in the movie is any person or institution who believes there is a proper way to do things.
この場合、大切なことは決して音を立てないことです。絶対に音を立ててはいけません。
Tampopo doesn't learn the proper way. She picks up knowledge however she can. She spies on rivals, she goes through garbage, and she tricks people into giving up their secrets.
私同じ思うな。
違う。寝かし方が足りないんじゃないの？
昨日こんな寝る。生地ビニール包むね。一晩寝る同じよ。
しなあ。じゃあ圧煙かけるのサボったんじゃないの？
圧煙？ちゃんと3回かけたよ。
Since the traditional type of apprenticeship is closed to her, she creates her own apprenticeship. But the film even makes fun of amateurs who take it too far. In one sequence, an old man teaches the proper way to eat noodles. But we can see how fetishized his methods are.
この時心の中で詫びるがごとくつぶやいてほしいのです。後でね。
And anyway, at the end of the film, we see 5 people in one tracking shot. All of this ties together into Itami's directorial strategy. Tampopo the film is designed like a bowl of ramen. The main attraction is the central story. But there's all these little vignettes that add flavor. The movie pokes fun at the obsessiveness of amateurs, while also celebrating their passion and ingenuity. And Itami includes us, the audience, as part of this. The film's opening scene makes this explicit.
そっちも映画館なのね。そっちは何食べてる？
But it's also threaded more subtly throughout the whole story. The camera is often placed right on the eye line, so that characters talk to us, or just past our heads. And when this guy mentions amateurs, he's not just talking about Tampopo and Goro, but about us who are watching the film.
なんだと？てめえらみたいなど素人に俺一のラーメンの味が分かってたまるか！
After all,
だっておじさん、ラーメン食べる。
most people who watch movies are amateurs. Why make a movie they can't appreciate?